Hey everybody. Unfortunately, Twitch is still having some issues here, but since I normally reserve all of my time on Tuesdays for this anyway, I don't really feel like canceling or postponing. So what I'm going to do until Twitch fixes itself, and again, you guys aren't going to be able to chat or anything in the meantime, which I know kind of sucks, but I'm not going to continue with any story progress. I'm just going to focus on doing some Pokemon grinding. So I'll just be doing that for a bit. I feel like this is a decent compromise, at least for now anyway. But yeah, sorry this is actually happening though. This is very weird. It's like if you go to Twitch, like nothing is loading properly. If you go to like each individual stream page, like if the stream is live, you see the stream just fine, but anything else just isn't working. It's really weird. But I'll keep my stream open, my servers open, my chat open just in case. But yeah, like nothing is working right now. Although I did just post something in my chat. I don't know if this was from before. If anyone's in chat right now, try posting something, I guess. But, like, it's... I wonder if this is because maybe I loaded my chat before everything stopped working. That's really weird. So, I mean, if there was an issue with, like, the Twitch connectivity, like, I just wouldn't be live anymore. It's just, again, the connection's fine, it's just all the website interface stuff. I'm gonna look at one more thing before I completely... Okay, yeah, literally that chat message I posted was because I had my chat loaded beforehand. That is so freaking weird. See, I'll do it again. Rage? That is so weird. That shouldn't be working. That shouldn't be working at all. If I go to my Twitch page and try to post it, it doesn't work, but on this preloaded chat window it works just fine. Okay, well, if you are watching, just try to refresh every now and then. See if things load. Hopefully, hopefully they get fixed before too long. But as you can see, I did do a bit of nursery stuff here. I did get some Pokemon bread. Not to be confused with, like, a loaf of bread that's shaped like a Pokemon or anything, but I think you know what I mean. But yeah, we can start leveling up some pokes. I feel like a majority of these are pretty high level evolutions, with the exception of the Nidorinos, or the Nidorans, and Zubats. I mean, Zubat's going to be mostly a happiness evolution at first anyway. So I'll probably work on that a little bit too. I guess I could just do that now. Yeah, let's do that now. Let's put everyone away. I want to say Zubat's the only happiness evolution thing I'll have to worry about right now. Hi, Zubat. I think I found a pretty good way to raise happiness, though. At least in a way. Oh, you know what? I didn't give it the Soothe Bell. I mean, it shouldn't take that long anyway, even without the Soothe Bell. Because I also have to increase levels anyway. Yay, Zubat. Shoutouts to Casanova, who's interacting with me right now through a Discord server and not my actual stream chat. Okay, hold on. Come on, Zubat. Kick the damn ball. Thank you. Hey. No, no. I didn't want to call Nidorina. I know it's a Nidoran as well, but like... Okay. Okay, it's hungry. Actually, let's do this. Ooh, let's cook a nice burger. I really don't care about getting, like, the best recipes and the berry decks and everything like that. Bitter burger steak curry. I don't know if you want bitter burgers, though. Okay, that's just the first medal. Okay, let's see. Okay, meant to actually do this before, but I meant to give... do one more camping session. I'm glad it likes me, I just can't see it. There. Okay, well, tell him to come over here. I'll give you more attention. No. I don't want to play with Nidoran. Okay. There we go. Are they all? Okay, no, just the female. Shout out to sock folding. Casanova can probably relate to that. Okay. I think that's the last time. So yeah, my current process is like I literally just do like this thing 5 times, and then I do the ball 5 times. And usually by that, they'll get hungry. And then when you do that, that's when you can probably cook. And I said that Zubat had 3 hearts, so he might actually be done. So, I think we're good. Okay, let's cook a fancy apple, because... why not? Let's see... I need to get more berries, honestly. Sour apple. That sounds like that would actually be pretty good. Okay, I think that's the Copperajah class. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. I mean, Zubat still has to evolve, but... and then evolve again, but that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, let's go ahead and get out. Who's the farthest behind? So don't need either of you two. Let's get Corviknight out. Sour apple is pretty good. It's a pretty good flavor, honestly. Yo, Faster Supersonic. Faster Supersonic just said something in chat. So maybe things are actually fixed now. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking like things are fixed. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. We are back. Sorry about that, by the way, guys. But yeah, Twitch was having some issues. So, things were broken in a number of ways, but it does seem like things are good now, so that's good. Okay, well, thankfully that didn't take too much time, and again, it was enough to last until we were done, so it's kind of appropriate. Let me just, I do want to get these evolutions a little bit, so let me do this first. Now they're only slightly broken. Fair enough. Okay. Hope this doesn't give me static. Good. Now they're only slightly broken, though. That's just Twitch in a nutshell, I guess. I'm trying not to I'm trying not to power level too much. On what do you stream? Like, what, stream software I use? Like, I just used OBS Studio, Open Broadcast Studio. What device? Oh. I use an Elgato Game Capture HD. It's just a capture device. I've used it for pretty much since 2015, I think. So I've had it for a while. I have thought about upgrading, it's just I don't know what to upgrade to. Yeah, after I get these evolutions, I'll get back to Crown Tundra. It's like, might as well take care of some of the little things that I can do. I'm trying to find another Wobbuffet. I shouldn't have used Brave Bird. It's gonna give me some recoil damage. And that wasn't as much as I thought it was, honestly. One more Wobbuffet should do it. Honestly, probably even like a Farfetch'd or something would do it too. Okay, got the two Nidoran first evolutions. I think I have two Moonstones too, so I can immediately get King and Queen. We'll have to see. Yep. Calyrex was awesome. I think he might be one of my favorite legendaries of all time. I think it's just because of the story stuff, honestly. And the fact that he kept possessing Peony too. That was pretty hilarious. Yo, Mega Horn. You can learn that, sure. Well, let's try it on the other one then. It doesn't let you play Sword? That's weird. Never heard of that before, unless, like, the game is, like, dirty or something. If it's a cartridge and the cartridge is, like, messed up or something. Okay, so we have the two... We have the Nido families taken care of. Did you check the stats on Suicune? I didn't, actually. I guess I can do that really quick. Corrupted data was found. Huh, that's an odd one. That's a message you probably don't want to see, not gonna lie. I can't say I've heard anything about that, so sorry I can't really help you figure out what's wrong. That's gotta be really frustrating. Okay, so we got that. You said Suicune. Let me look at Suicune really quick. I kind of wish it was special attack as opposed to attack, but not bad. Really good Dynamax level. Yo, hey DK Jr. Happy New Year, Slim. Hope more content to come. Well, more content will definitely come, for sure. Just maybe not at the moment, because when I'm on break, but yeah. Yeah, I have two Eternituses. And one's a shiny. Anyway. I'm gonna do this just to kind of, because you'll take a lot of levels. I did see that Cosmog was like a high level Pokemon. Yeah, the shiny Eternatus was from a GameStop event. No, the mints are a good idea. I definitely agree with that, Silver. The mints are really good. Where am I going? Oh yeah, Crown Tundra's down here. How is everything sorted? It's just sorted by... It's sorted in a way where I understand it, and that's really all that matters. I guess I can explain it really quick. Okay, so box 1 are like my high-level Pokemon that I have that I actually either like using or they're a part of my team and stuff of that nature. Boxes 2 through 10 are basically all of my fully evolved Pokemon. I have the neutral natures first, and then like just random natures afterwards. Then I have just some random other regional forms that I got, but I already have like versions for the Pokedex already or something. Then there's... These are all Pokemon that I just have, like, when I was trying to breed for natures I wanted. I need to get rid of a lot of these. I have, like, close to 20 boxes of just these, if I'm being honest. Then I have legendaries and events in box 31. Box 32 are Pokemon I still need to level up for the Pokedex. And that's basically it. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon there. And see, I've been kind of keeping them for, like, trade fodder as well. Like, if anyone's going to help me with, like, trade evolutions and stuff. But, what was I going to say? I want you. But, again, that's the problem, though. If you ever want to have trade fodder, like, you'll get something back in return, so you're not really getting rid of that spot. And you can't just give a Pokemon away and get nothing in return either, so I'm going to have to just start releasing some of them. Yeah, probably not the best way I'd put it, Silver, but essentially you're not wrong. That is what those are. How many levels did Zubat get right there? I could probably go for something a little stronger. Yeah, I wish I could help you with that, Snorlax. I have no idea what's going on with that. So that only gave me one level. I could probably go for something a little stronger then. I just don't want to push Zubat too high. Let's try a Jinx. Snorri? Okay. I'll try to remember that. What? This Jinx put me to sleep. This Jinx is trying to kill me. I like Amora. Amora is a beautiful Pokemon. Probably one of my favorite fossils, honestly. Your Wi-Fi died. This should be the last one I need to do. Reversal? That's weird. Thanks for the follow. Kind of weird. That only came out of one ear of my headphones. Hold on, I'm gonna test something really quick. I want to play that again. Also, Zubat went one level too high. That's okay. I'll live. Okay. No, not this one. Is that a project this year, Silver? Does that meet one of the hints? We'll have to see. Okay, I'm gonna play this alert again. Okay, I heard that one just fine, but... Okay. Whatever. Oh, I forgot that he evolved that early. That is actually really nice, Silver. That is actually really cool. Okay, let me do this really quick. I actually didn't know that, believe it or not, Silver. Because I've always just put Pokemon back down to level 1. So I actually didn't know that. Okay, so this should give us... This should give us... Yep, Crobat. Okay, I think we're ready for some actual story progress now. The weather for me is actually not too bad. It's actually in the 60s for me right now. 60 Fahrenheit, to be specific. Because not everybody uses Fahrenheit like we do. Okay. So we got Crobats. Let's go ahead and put these guys back. Some of these won't take too much longer to evolve. Wait, can I just do that? Nope. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this moving. We'll get moving on the next legendary. The next legendary quest. You love a good quest. Legendary Giants. Doesn't look like you've got any fresh progress to report on. Oh. Legendary Giants. Which one's giving you trouble? Oh. Try and track down the buildings. Okay. Well, we will do that. Before we do, though, I do want to check on the wild areas that we have to see if there's any new things. Looks like we have fog in the slippery slope. Okay, slippery slope fog. Anything new? Doesn't look like it. Do we have Gothita already? I want to say we do, but I'll verify. Okay, I do. Okay, we've already got the Gothita family. Okay, so we're good there. Frostpoint Field. Intense Sun. I think we're good here as well. Did the peony meme start catching on? Yeah, a lot of people like the status. I don't know if I probably didn't catch on yet, but okay. Okay, I think we're good to move on. Yeah, it looks like we don't have any other encounters. At least right now. I'm just going to check one thing, although I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the ruins. We'll seek out all the ruins that we've been hearing about. And as usual, if we see any Audino, we're going to try to fight them so we can get experience. I feel bad that we're doing to the cutie, but like... I mean, we actually had a hard time catching that legendary, so... That legendary was not free by any means. Did I really not get that? Okay, so we have a ruin here. Beep, beep, beep. What's that? You found someplace ruiny looking? That's gotta be one of the places, you know, where the legendary giants are supposed to be. Did you see a door with mysterious writing on it? I hear no one's ever been able to get it open. If all that's true, I think I'll call this particular adventure The Terrible Titans Lurking Locked Away. Hey, Yugimon kid. Ha! Well, how's that grab you? Right then, Chief. I eagerly leave the rest of this research in your hands. Talk to you later. Okay. Well, we have... Flash Cannon. Okay. Something's written on the door. Let ring the piercing note that will wake the giant of steel. Let ring the piercing note. So which horse did you go for? I went for the ghost one. Do I have the hints with me? Oh, that's the... I'm doing pretty good, Snow Yoshi. Let ring the piercing note that will wake the giant of steel. I'm trying to think of what that could be. Well, Sobble, but yeah. Let's see. I remember that for Gen 3, like, you had to do, like, something specific, like, in front of these. Oh! Okay. I was like, would that work? Okay, that's it. Okay. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. Didn't Gen 3 Temple use a Relicanth? Yeah, I believe so. I'm trying to think of who to use here. I might stick with Corviknight because Corviknight does have a fighting move. Okay. Hopefully this isn't too hard. Something changed in the air. Sure. GG ZGJU. Wasn't the Relicanth and Wailord the rune that unlocked the 3 ruins? Yeah, I believe. This is my Corviknight moveset. Okay. Let me see how much Drill Peck does. It shouldn't do too much. Okay, I can probably do another body press and we'll be fine. As long as it doesn't use something like Double Edge or something. I might need to catch some more get some more Ultra Balls soon. Ah. No, 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 we're not fighting. Ah, come on. I hate when it does that. It's like we're so close. We're so close to getting it down. And of course, that time it doesn't even... God, I was so close to getting it twice, and now it's like being mean. Yeah, let's run away from it, actually. I know. Good morning. I thought you were playing Grand Theft Auto when I saw you walking around the ruins. Well, that is a very important aspect of Grand Theft Auto, so I don't blame you for thinking that, Ringra. How you doing, buddy? There we go. Hate that I have to go back and heal, but it is what it is. Okay, that's one of them. Take that energy and go catch the others. Sounds like a deal for me. Let's go back, though. Ooh, potato soup. Was the potato soup good? Let's see if we can find the other ruins. I think it said there was another ruin here in this area. There's an Eevee right there. Wish that Eevee was as easy to find as the one I initially captured. I remember that one took a while. Oh shoot, I don't want to be in the cemetery right now. Especially with all these dragons. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. A little tired, but not because I didn't feel like I didn't get enough sleep or anything last night. It's just... If anything, I think it's because I slept too long. Sometimes if you sleep for too long, you just kind of feel like more restless when you get up. Because you're kind of annoyed that you may have wasted some of your day. Ooh, I can go in the water. I don't think I actually explored the water at all, so... Hey, Rock. It's treating me alright. I've been having a lot of fun with Pokemon Sword. This DLC specifically. Crown Tundra. I don't think I even like explored this area when I played this Sunday. Let's see. Balmir Lake. I don't think I even found this area before. What's the weather? I'm also just at the bottom part of this. This is interesting. Balmir Lake. It is a normal weather day. I see a Pokemon we need to get still. At least one. Maybe two. Hold on. I need to see if we have the one I think we don't have. I don't see it, so yeah, I think there is... Oh, yep, yeah, we don't have Aggron, so... you can get an Aeron here. But there is another one we can get as well. Insert Wind Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition joke. Hey. You know, I'll go ahead and say this because I feel like I've mentioned this before. So it's not really a spoiler, but people who don't come to these streams too often don't know about this. I may have all of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition recorded already. Like everything. All the story modes, all the adventure maps. The problem is, like, it's a project I'm probably going to do post-commentary. I just don't know when I'm going to release that. It's kind of one of those special case projects where it's just like, you know, I already did the entire stream playthrough for the 3DS version. And, you know, I wanted to play the game again, but I didn't want to do all of Definitive Edition twice. So it's just like, I'm just going to record all of this, and if I want to do like a Let's Play or something, I just have to commentate over it or something. And like, I didn't want to show like every single battle for the adventure maps either, so that's kind of what I was thinking when I did that. This is part rock, so Drill Peck shouldn't kill it. But yeah, this is a Pokemon I need. One of the 2 Pokemon I need that are in this area. I liked Age of Calamity. I thought it was fun. It was probably my least favorite of all the Warriors games, the Nintendo Warriors games, but I still really enjoyed it. I haven't played any of like the DLC that came out for that game though. I only played like the base game and everything, and I streamed it a few years ago. No. I wasn't talking to you. But that is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Okay, since it's confused, I'll go ahead and try this again. Come on! Catching Pokemon can be frustrating sometimes. Okay. We got that one. Now we need to get a other thing. Aron. Is there anything over here? I don't see anything. I saw the inside of my Corviknight right there, but that's not what I was hoping to see. I'm also going to keep my eyes open for an Audino. I mean, that seems pretty normal in terms of Scarlet and Violet, from what I've heard. I saw that Bolton trying to chase after me. I'm not seeing Aron, though. It said it was like an overworld encounter, like a special overworld encounter. I'm seeing a lot of kind of the same things. Oh, there's Audino. Audino really likes using Last Resort, I've noticed. Pungent Root. Star Piece. Was that another Audino? No, it went away. I mean, it's probably smart that it did run away since I've been, like, fainting them. Really can't blame them. Oh, okay, new TR. There's a gravestone here. Spread my voice. No, spread my voice. Dang it. Well, it's really the Audino's fault because they give too much experience. That's mean. Again, I like Audino. I'm just in a position where I need to grind up experience. Because some of the stuff in this post-game has actually been pretty rough. Sorry, Bolton. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion. Yeah, I have no idea where Aeron is. I've not seen it anywhere. All it said was that it was like a special overworld encounter. Which could mean a number of things. Energy Ball. Wait, what's this? There's just a pan here. Someone was cooking. Get out of here. Nope. Afraid not. I have no idea, Ringress, so I'm gonna say maybe to that question. Oh, I haven't gotten these yet, so could still find the Aeron. There it is. Okay. Oh, for a minute I thought that was the enemy Corviknight, but no, that was mine. At least there's no Sharpedo going after you. That was pretty funny, though. That was a funny aspect of that. Okay, I don't want to use Body Press, because that's quad effective, I believe. So we'll just use Drill Peck and see what happens. That didn't do very much at all. Iron Head? Okay, there we go. Hey Slav, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so that's all the Pokemon here, as far as I know. I guess we can check out that cave while we're here, too. This is the Lakeside Cave. What is the weather inside here? It is overcast. You know what? I could have just gotten a Aggron or a Lairon in here and bred that instead, but looks like there's nothing in here that we don't already have, at least, so I don't need to catch anything. I saw there was a sparkly here. Yeah. Rare bone. Shiny stone. It's a rare bone and a shiny stone. I think I've gotten Mawile. Oh wait, hold on. There are some other things in here. Let me see. Let me see if I do have Mawile. Maybe I don't. Because, yeah, there's a section for all weather. Oh, no, okay. I have Mawile. Iron Head. Since I'm not streaming for the moment, I decided to paint a picture to help pass boredom. Well, that sounds nice. You drew a picture? Drewed. I painted you a picture. What's down here? Star Piece. Everstone. There's really not a lot of stuff in here. This is a pretty boring cave, actually. Hold on. It might go somewhere. Or did I just come from here? Oh, I just came from here. Never mind. Let me try going up the hill. There's got to be something good in here. Wait, this is just another path. Okay, I guess there is nothing in this cave. Pretty underwhelming cave here. I might at least feel like we found, like, some stuff in, like, the other cave. The one that was leading to the mountain. Okay, there's the tree. I don't want to go to the tree yet, because I know that's one of the other quests. So I'll wait on that for the moment. Yeah, I made a DT Aeron in my Emerald playthrough. He was one of my alternates if there was like one of my main team members really weren't doing it for me anymore, but I ended up liking my main team too much, but DT and Aaron were actually, when I say Aaron, I mean Aaron Dobie the Manectric were two alternates for sure. So how the hell do I get out of here? I might just fly back to another area because I don't want to look for the pathways back. Okay, no, I think I found what I'm looking for. Can I keep going, by the way? No, I can't. It ended. I'm finding a lot of those Galarica twigs. I need to find the NPC that gets a Galarian Slowking so I can evolve that. Okay. So I'm still looking for another one of the shrines. Wait, a sprig of modest mint? Yeah, I love a good sprig of modest mint. A sassy mint, ooh. Up! I see a ruin. I think this is the Regirock ruin, from the look of it. Okay. Ooh. Stone Edge. You can use that mint to make lemonade. Ooh. I love modest and sassy lemonade. Okay, let's see. Let the first Pokemon hold a never-changing stone. Oh, that's easy. I hate that all of my team members have items already. That's okay. I was going to use Inteleon anyway. Let's see. I'm assuming we can take it out. That'd be kind of mean if it's like, oh no, it just kicks you out if you take the Everstone off. Oh shoot. Where is it? It's gotta be here somewhere. There it is. Okay. A Rocky Power. I wonder which Reggie it is. Regirock! Oh, Regirock! Let's see. Well, I don't want to burn it, so... Let's just try Surf and see what happens. I should have seen if it was a critical hit. I don't think it was. I guess their special defense is probably not that great. Let's try that again. I think Ice Beam is still... Curse? It's attack Rose. What does U-turn do? Not much. Oh no, I didn't want to switch. Its defense is rising, so... Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Urge to kill, rising... I'm just trying to weaken it a little bit, so it's in the red before I start chucking Ultra Balls at it. I've already kind of made peace with the fact that I'm probably gonna have to go back to the place to heal again. That fell. Hopefully it didn't fall too much. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go with this for the rest of this battle. I could try a heavy ball. That seems pretty heavy. It's made of pure rock. Oh well. As long as it doesn't have Earthquake, Colossal should be fine. Superpower. Yeah, just keep dropping your stats. Make it harder to kill me. Good idea. Oh, then it's just gonna raise it up again. Snorlax does probably weigh more than Regirock, though. Got it. Okay, Regirock was caught. Okay, hold on, guys. Wait, this isn't randomizer? You can say GG for other things, not just randomizer. Ringray, you're being silly again. Yo, thanks for the follow. Chow Burton. Okay, so I still haven't come over here yet. These are like the only areas I haven't looked at. Got everything else though. Wait. Oh, I think this is where I am. I think the next thing is actually in the Snowside Slope. Which, we'll check that out later. Let me go back and heal first. Name it Bald Clef. You know what? That's a good name for Regirock, honestly. It does look like a Bald Clef a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger, but same idea. Okay. I'm also going to buy some more Ultra Balls. Because I think this guy sells Ultra Balls. Let's do 4. I have so much money that it doesn't really... Can I even hold that much? Let's just get 74. Casanova. Casanova, you're doing some nice things again. Snowslide Slope. I think it's a snowstorm. Not seeing anything that I don't are. I do see something that I don't have. And I'm happy about this find. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get another one of my favorite Pokemon. And there it is. No! Damn. Didn't expect that one shot, honestly. It's okay, we can find another one. Only a 5% chance of appearing, though, which is kind of unfortunate. But there it is. See, there's another one. I guess it must not have a lot of physical defense. Which I guess that would make sense. Future Sight. I gotta be careful though, because of the hail. Because hell yeah. Let's go, first try. Anything else here? Doesn't seem like it. No, I don't want to put it in my party yet. Put it in the box! Put it in the box, put it in the box, yeah, put it in the box. Ah, there's another one. Yo, there's a... I might want to see what this is, honestly. This could be a... Is that a Machamp? I think that's a Machamp. Wait, what did I hit? Snom. Corviknight's not sure if he can battle well against a little ice bug thing. It's kind of sad. But maybe a little endearing, too. I don't know. I don't know where these ruins are. The fact that it's snowstorming isn't helping. Because it's like, it's going to be harder to see some of these places. Oh, wait. Okay, I found it. Never mind. Also Ice Beam, that's a good TR. Is there another one, or... Ooh, PP up, okay. Walk together with a living crystal of snow. Glaceon? No, probably not. I have like two guesses. It's either Carbink or Cryogonal. Try Cryogonal first. Okay, yeah. That wasn't too hard. I wanna know all the secrets that the crystal of snow holds. No, I don't think that works. Close. You're onto something there, Slav, anyway. Okay. Jackie! Wild Regice. Ooh, special defense. Kind of glad it did that then. I think... Hold on. Is it... Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a crit, too. Let's try another flamethrower. Zap cannon, huh? Oh, Regice is like the easiest one. Ah. Almost had it. I almost had it, guys. I almost had it. Yeah, those hints weren't too bad. I think the hardest hint was probably the whistling one. Because they could have easily just had, like, you know, walk with a Pokemon that has, like, a high, like a shrieking cry or something. They could have done something like that. Or a sound-based Pokemon. Come on! $700 Ultra Balls. It's probably a good idea. But, you know, I can always just reload if it doesn't work. Gotta give it to Colossal, though. He is tanking it. I think overall, I think I discovered that it's either Inteleon or Colossal, I think was my favorite member from my team. Colossal was the one that seemed the most interesting, honestly. In terms of design and like its movesets and its unique abilities and stuff. But, you know, Inteleon was a really cool final starter. Yeah, the minecart was hilarious. But I like that. I honestly like this form too. Why is Regice giving me the biggest issue here? Also, thanks for the bet. Ah, damn. Okay, what should I bring in? I guess Inteleon. And, like, I don't really want to weaken it anymore because I think it's lower than what I caught Regirock and Registeel at. Yeah, James Bond Lizard. Oh, speaking of Sceptile Ringra, when I did the Max Raid Dens last Sunday, I actually ended with a Sceptile. I had a chance to actually keep it, but I chose Suicune because it was a legendary, so it'd probably be easier to get Sceptile in a future run than a legendary, but it made me think of you since I know you really like Sceptile. Yeah, I'll try a Timer Ball once we get close to the end here. We've gone definitely a couple of rounds now. It's been over 20 turns. A wait till Corviknight goes down before I use him. I'm honestly not really a huge fan of all the specialty balls. Like, I honestly feel like they don't work that often. I mean, I'm saying this... I mean, Ultra Balls aren't exactly doing me any favors right now either, but, like... God. Yeah, Corviknight's frozen. Crit catch! There we go. Well, we wasted like 35 Ultra Balls, I think. Or maybe more like 30, but still. We got it eventually. Okay. Put it in the box. I have a feeling I need the 3 Reggies to get whatever's in this one. On the distant paths of 3 Point Pass lies a temple where 2 giants sleep. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go through here. I need to find Giant's Foot in these caves. That's cool, though. I'm guessing this is the... I need to heal anyway. You really did not need to say that. Like, honestly, like, I'm willing to grant your statement of timing you out because, like, it shows right there that you know that you probably shouldn't be saying that, so don't say it. Like, I don't get what you were trying to gain with that. Literally would have found out in a very short period of time. Let's just go on. I'm confused. The logic of people sometimes, but whatever. Okay, I don't think this is the water I'm looking for. I think the water's over here. This is just where Regirock was. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I'm guessing... Here, let me fly this. So I think I have to... It's behind these mountains, I think. So I need to go around. Oh. I did want to find this too, so... We'll go ahead and do this as well. Misty terrain. Colossal got healer. He's become the healing class. Yeah, and see, for stuff like that, American Doctor, I don't mind, because, yeah, I'm clearly done with that part of the game, so that's more than fair game. I wouldn't have found that out otherwise. Hey, another Adino. There's 2 Adino here. Well, I'm definitely gonna take care of these really quick. It's actually raining here. I think this is Giant's Foot. I think it's raining. I think I do see something we haven't gotten yet, so that's something we'll have to look at. Yeah, let's try Ancient Power. I'm probably not going to use Colossal for the... Hey, it actually gave me the... I am in Giant's Foot now, right? Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna check 1 or 2 few things here just to be sure. Okay. Arquanid, got that. I don't see one of the things that I see here, so I still need that. Claydol, I got that. Okay, so that's it for those. Yeah, see, just one thing. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There's stuff in the water I can get. So I'll need to find some water here in a moment. I know there was some water back there, but there's probably more water. Okay. First, we have another Audino we need to get. I'm gonna wait till it, uses Misty Terrain before I use Burn Up. It's already Misty Terrain, Audino. You didn't need to do that. I didn't want to use Flamethrower. Stop using misty terrain! This Audino loves a mist, I guess. It's a very misty Audino. Okay. That's a lot of frickin' Pokemon. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bacon and Coke. Sounds good, Ringra. Thank you for giving me both of those. Shame you didn't get any yourself, but I'm kidding. Well, that was bad. Let's try that again with another one. I should be able to find another one. I might have to... Might be a little harder to find since I'll have to wait for it to appear in the rocks here, but that's fine. A binding band. An item to be held by a Pokemon, a band that increases the power of binding moves. Like, I don't know. Bind? Yeah, they're not letting me get out of here. Okay. Hold on. Another damn Audino. I'll let that one get away. Here's one thing I'm looking for, though. My favorite Kanto fossil family. Hey Slavko, you want a peanut? I said one! Rock Blast. Oh no. Is it gonna kill me with Rock Blast? Oh my god, it killed me with Rock Blast. This Ammonite... This Ammonite's trying to kill. You know what? This might seem stupid, but I don't care. Colossal, you are a beast. Toughed it out for me. Okay. Hey monkey, you want a peanut? I said one! He just gets so angry. I'll put Orbeeto in front. I'm gonna use some healing items. No, not you. Let's try getting this guy again. Okay. Tailwind. Yeah, it is really cool seeing fossil Pokemon. Come on! I just want to catch you. Okay. I think that's everything. I need to come back when it's thundering, though, because apparently this is where you can find Electabuzz. And that whole family. Ooh, an Iron Ball. Huh. God. $200. Oh God. That's an elephant butt. An elephant's butt. Okay, where's the cave? I couldn't see! I remember an old schoolmate who wanted a Pokemon game that used type Pokeballs to catch said type. I can kind of get that, though. I'm actually kind of surprised that isn't a thing, if I'm being honest. I mean, there are Pokeballs that are, like, good for, like, you know, if you're trying to catch, like, fishing Pokemon or Pokemon, like, bug Pokemon. So some of those things technically already exist. Okay. Let's go in here. The Roaring Sea Cave. What is the weather? The weather is overcast. All weather, though. Looks like we already have all the normal encounters, though, so don't need to worry about that. Yeah. We have everything in here already. Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me. It's that moment is so funny, not just because it's a funny moment, but I think I actually mentioned this to you, Slav, but me and Odin kind of joke about that moment a lot, and on his honeymoon, that episode actually came on. So he texted me on his honeymoon just to share that. I believe you have a letter for me. What's your first name? I don't know. Hi, Lucario. Yo, it's Leech Life, which is like OP now. Because it got buffed to a huge degree. Sweet, I already have Orbeetle out. I don't know. Like, I mean, Homer could have just easily just, like, set a wrong name or something. At least he was honest that he didn't know the name. Okay, where the hell is this? Hardstone. Okay, I checked this already. I believe I checked that as well. Oh, maybe I didn't. Honey mushroom. Oh, there is something else in here. Okay, this is probably the way out. In fact, it is the way out. I see it. 2 Everstones in here? It's like, well, make sure you get the other Reggie that you need the Everstone for, I guess. How do I get down there? That maybe it's another one of those caves that, like, I can access from, like, another cave that's through here. That's probably what it is. Well, hold on. Was there anything over here? No, definitely not. I did see an item, though. It's a great ball. Not important. Yeah, maybe there's like another cave entrance that's like out here. That would be my guess. In fact, I'm sure that's what that is. Okay, so where are we now? We are at the 3 point... we're at the Frigid Sea. And it's just normal weather. I need to see if I have these Pokemon. I think another fossil I don't have. Maybe something else too. I need to check that as well. Okay. First, we'll go to the T's. Do we have Tortuga? We do not, so that is the Pokemon we're going to be capturing. Do we have Bergmite? We do, so okay, don't need to worry about that. And do we have Spiel? We do not, so that's 2 Pokemon we need to catch here. Yo, Sturdy coming in clutch. Kind of more clutch for me than the turtle, if I'm being honest. Okay, there we go. Look at this little guy. Oh, he's pretty big, honestly. He's bigger than... He's bigger than my Pokemon. Energy Ball will do a little bit of damage. Hold on, let me look at... And that's the problem. These attacks are more powerful than what Psybeam is, so they'll probably all kill him. Oh. Not lowest HP, but we'll try it. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Okay, cool. That didn't take too long, and I'm fine with that. Okay. Okay, here's that other cave entrance, I'm pretty sure. Pearl. Roaring Sea Caves. That sounds like Rory G. Bellows. Ooh, Dazzling Gleam. Oh my god, a person's in here. Hey! Sweet. Yes. Okay, I can get the other Slowpoke evolution now. I was wondering about you. Hey, my Ranger Kirby plush came in. Oh, that's awesome. Slav, you just know how to get, like, a lot of cool stuff. Honestly, you make me very jealous with some of the pictures you post. But don't feel like you shouldn't post them. It's fine. It's just, again, it's just really cool stuff that you have. This just looks like a lot of getting energy and dems out here. You just like stuff. Imagine that being a reason to get stuff. You know, I like stuff. I want to just get some stuff. I wish I could get stuff more often, honestly. But, you know, I have to save it for life. Trying to avoid these Avalugs that are in the water. Seems like a lot of these items are just those damn feathers. Excuse me. I need to get better with, like, either muting the mic or just not coughing as much on stream. Because that's one thing I've noticed while I've been, like, rewatching the multi-game shuffle from Link to the Past randomizer I did last year. It's just like I was kind of fighting a cold a little bit, and I had to keep clearing my throat like every couple of minutes, and it's kind of distracting. Should have maybe handled that a bit better, maybe. Dive Ball. Yo, another Avalug. Hydro Pump. I'm sure I have a TM for Hydro Pump already. Hey Flame, how you doing? Flame, you know you never answered me in the server the other day. And I still don't know why you randomly posted a Mario Party picture with no context or anything going on. You're not in trouble or anything. I'm just really, really curious, like, what the point of that was. Okay, I think I got everything. Oh, you did it on my server, too. It looked like it was just EGAD's garage or something. Okay, 3-point pass. Okay, it's snowing. Looks like nothing super important here. Okay, here's where that TR is. I'm guessing anyway. Ooh, a wishing piece. Ooh, another hardstone. Okay. Then for the future, you should probably just say like that, because I think in my server, like, a couple of people were also wondering, like, yeah, what I don't get it. It's just a picture of Mario Party. Again, it's all good. That's kind of what I figured it was, honestly. Like, because, you know, we were doing all those AI games a few weeks ago. Wait. Hold on. I may have missed something. Trying to see like what Ringer is responding to, but I'm not seeing the where. Or not Ringer, Slavko, sorry. My chat wasn't scrolled down all the way. Okay. A giant of rock, a giant of ice, a giant of steel. When gather the three giants, the door of destiny shall be opened. I wonder what we have to do. Did I? Okay, well, I didn't want them to be posted here. But it's alright. I'm guessing the other ones are Up here, yeah. Okay. I mean, you don't have to worry about that so much right now, Cass. I kind of have an idea of what the solution to this one is. We had to do the other 3 before we did this one. Thank you nonetheless, though. Okay, let's do this. Oh, you know what? I might get that Slowpoke soon. I'm going to go ahead and put Absol here, too, because I do want to get a good Absol, because I like Absol. Then... Okay, so now, okay, the door is open. I'm not going to keep these guys out because why would I? Okay. Also going to save my game again. I'm not going to worry about healing because it took a while to get here anyway. Let's see what we got. I'm guessing we need to make one of the 2 symbols. No, you can't. Okay, so just the... So either the 3 lines in the sides or the stick and the arms. Which one do I want? I kind of want to do this one. Wait, is what I need. A huge Pokemon statue is looking down at you. I can see that. Well, maybe... Hold on. Okay, I got that one. I don't know why the other one wasn't working. Something changed in the air. So that's one of them, but like, what's the other? Okay, it was just 3 of them. So I'm guessing, well, I'm not guessing, I know because someone spoiled it earlier. For no reason, but it's either I can have one or the other. I can't have both of these. I don't know why this is not working though. Well, I don't know which one to pick, so I'm just going to pick the one that was working for me. Because, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get both, obviously, so... Electric power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. Okay. I don't know what I was doing wrong, though, with the other pattern, though. It seemed like I was doing it right. Regieleki. This looks dumb. Like... I'm not even sure what this thing is supposed to be. That was a crit. I really don't want to use Psychic again, because it's probably going to die. It's Ned Flanders. How the hell is it Ned Flanders? I don't get that at all. I guess it's Ned Flanders, apparently. Damn it. Well, this way I can try doing 2 Psybeams to see if that's better. Assuming I survive. I may not even survive. Reggie Flanders. Yeah, that's fine. Rise yourself. Oh, sweet. This shouldn't kill it. Shouldn't, anyway. Hey, Looney Mooney. Well, you should, honestly. Honestly, the Crown Tundra DLC has been a lot of fun so far. I've really enjoyed this DLC. So I heavily recommend it. Come on. I mean, this is gonna take a while, likely, anyway. And again, I'm not gonna be one of those people who says that, oh, Isle of Armor sucked, or anything like that. No, I don't think it sucked, it just... There's more interesting than things to do in this DLC. And overall, it's just been more enjoyable as a result. Wow, that still took less times than Regice took. Oh my god. Okay, let me do this. So I could have gotten Regidrago, which is the, I guess, a dragon Regi. But again, I don't know why I couldn't get it, though. Unless you had to, like, do the pattern in a very specific way, but, like, I tried matching the design. So, I don't know. If anyone knows what I was doing wrong, you can let me know now, but... No, I know that. I get that. But, like, the design for the other one wasn't working, but the design for the first one was. So I didn't get a choice. I was stuck with the one I got. I'm asking if I was doing anything wrong with the pattern. Because I definitely had the pattern right. So, like, I know that you can only get one. That's why it's called Split Decision Ruins. Okay, let's see here. Yay! We did it. The giants have been caught. So now we have the bird Pokemon. Which, I mean, I guess once again I'll just be saving it for next time. But, having all 5 Regi gets you a fight with Regi. Okay, thank you. I don't mind being told that. At this point, since that sounds like that's probably something the game wouldn't have told you. Okay. Well, that was fun. Yo, Isibera, thank you so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying that. I enjoyed that project. That was a fun one. Okay, where do I want to go? I mean, I still need to look at these areas to see if they changed. I don't think they did. Tunnel to the top. Looks like we got Overcast. Okay, nothing new there. Path to the Peak. Normal weather. Nothing there. Try and just find some things I can do in the meantime. Because like I said, I don't think I want to start the next quest. I could do some max raid battles, I guess, but I kind of also want to raise some of the other Pokemon. I guess one thing we could do is we could look at the Pokedex and see how we're coming. We're up to 176, which means we got about like 34 to go, I think. Large number of that will be evolutions. Let's see. I'm not sure what... Oh, these are probably the Electabuzz family. So, Electabuzz family, Magmortar. I'll get that by level up. Not sure what this is. That by level up, that by level up. Level ups. These are probably a trade evolution that I have to get. Steam Genie, hello. Why are you shouting my name? Or like, these are the other dragons I have to get. From, I think it's like the Garchomp family. Kabuto is probably here, so I'll get that later. That by level up. That by level up, that by level up. Level up. This is probably the other fossil. This is a missing one. I'm not really sure of. Level up. These are probably more legendaries. The 3 legendary birds, of course. Maybe some other ones. Yeah. This is obviously the other horse. Okay. Oh, this is the other Reggie, obviously, that I didn't get. There's another trio, I guess. But, okay, where was that one that was in the middle of nowhere that I was kind of curious about? There was one that was like in between a Jinx or something. I'm not seeing it now. Oh, this one. I'm trying to think of what this would be. Let me go to the cemetery. Cause I'm thinking I might share like a version exclusive spot with Mimikyu. That's my theory anyway. Excuse me. No, it's not that. I guess I could just look it up. Number 47. Number 47 is... Oh, Spiritomb. Oh, no, apparently I can find it. I just haven't seen it. Apparently it's in Balamir Lake. interesting. It says, interact with Grave and then talk to over 32 people loaded into your Crown Tundra area. That's probably through having wireless on. I'll do that later. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just do a bit of grinding to close this off. I kind of want to stay in this area because of Audino, but to be fair, there's no guarantee that we'll run into a bunch of them either. I know there was some Audino up here that were on the map normally. That's not an Audino. Neither is that. None of you guys are Audino. That's a Mimikyu. I was like, is that a Pikachu or no? It's not. Some more. Well, I mean, Absol is really my one favorite that we got today. I mean, I don't hate any of the other Pokemon we got. Okay. I'm not seeing any Audino. It is a 1% encounter though, so it's not like it's super common. I want to see if I can at least find one of them. Electabuzz is like the big one though. That's the one we need to like. It might take a while to find. Because it has to be a certain weather. Okay, that's the max raid then. I don't want to go there. See, yesterday there were like 2 Audino right here. Seems like they're being a little more hesitant about showing up today. Which is fair. I can't blame it for... reacting as such. Just so I'm not wasting too much time. Let's see. In Isle of Armor, you need to beat at least 9 max raids to make 3 mushrooms appear to make the Gigantamax potion for certain Pokemon. Game doesn't really tell you. Okay, well thank you. Oh yeah, I can... Oh wait, no. You're in the right place. Wow, you're actually in the right place for once. Okay, so I'm only going to be working on these Ammonites. I don't know why I put you here. You need to go down here because I need to breed you guys and get newer forms. Oh, also one thing I can do, actually. And I'll do this right now. That'll add one more to Slowpoke. Or to... not Slowpoke. To the Isle of Armor Pokedex. And the only ones I need for Isle of Armor now are the Porygon evolutions. Now, I know you're probably down to help me with that, Gaming Doc or anyone else. But I'm going to still wait until I get Electabuzz taken care of before I do that, because, I mean, might as well wait till I have all of them, so you don't have to do just like an emergency trade again. So, I'm going to wait on that for now, until I get Electabuzz. So, that's what I'm doing there. Okay, Slowking. Perfect. And again, it doesn't have to be American Doctor to help me with that, but he's just been the one that has been doing it. Because he's been around. Don't flatter me. Oh, you can flatter me. Yeah, well, yeah, go ahead, flatter me. Do your best to flatter me. Oh, no, it's fun, Flame. Like I said, I wasn't, like, mad that you did that. I just thought it was funny, because it's just like, well, now you can... you can't name this. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to name it anyway, but... I mean, I could have also just bred it, but I was already using it at that point. Wait, when I get round... Apparently, Altaria became a fairy type when they introduced fairy types. Yeah, it's an interesting change. I'm not against it. Did someone say right? Hey, it's Uncle Roundy. How you doing, man? It's been a while. Also, the timing couldn't have been more perfect. That's good. Glad to hear it. Come on, where are the Audino? Please. I want experience and I want it fast. Maybe I can fight you. I'll probably give decent experience. You probably won't. Rathawheel, the Lemmings Master, yeah. Hey, back in the day, like, I loved that Let's Play back in the day. Because I'm someone who definitely grew up playing that game with my dad, so... And it was like the one Lemmings Let's Play on YouTube, so it's like, okay, cool. Cool, I'm not the only one that remembers this game. Fine, I'll fight you in the meantime. Oh, hey, leave my silver powder alone. Oh, that did nothing to me, dude. Get wrecked. Not sure how much experience I'll get for this, but I mean, it is level 65. That was good experience. I'll take that. Okay, Fire Punch. Over Smog, hell yeah. Ice Punch, also hell yeah. Crunch, definitely hell yeah. I want to play Spite with it, because at least Headbutt can flinch. Nope. Okay, I'm just going to use the EXP candies, since I have a bunch of these, and they're like quite literally at the end here.
Harry, I reached the top.
Good job, Marv. Don't fall in the hole that's right in front of you. On the first floor. It's not even the second floor. So you're not even at the top either. God, I love watching Home Alone movies every Christmas. Wow! What a hole! Okay. So we're done with Magmar for right now. Magmar is one that we'll have to do a trade for later to get Magmortar. And then Jinx, we can put you away. I don't know why I thought this nature was good for Jinx. I think just because, like, she's doesn't need attack anyway, and this helps her defense a bit. So I think that's why I kind of went with this. Let's see, what's next? Oh, just these two? Okay, well this won't take too long. I mean, I have to raise Cosmog up to a really high level anyway. So... it's gonna take a while. Let me actually look at Cosmog really quick. Yeah, Cosmog's level 43, and then it looks like the evolution is dependent on which game you have. So I'm going to get Solgaleo. Which is a shame, because I actually prefer Lunala. So we'll get that one later. And the rest of these will just take a bit of time anyway. I want to say Amora is probably level 40. That's usually what the fossils are. Oh, it also needs to be nighttime, so I can't even get Amora's evolution right now. I'm glad I checked that. That's cool, I can do that later. I'll do that off stream. Okay, I don't want to just keep looking for Audinos, though, so I might just go to my usual training spot. Because I really don't want to depend on 1% encounters for the rest of this stream. Gotta keep seeing that bright hair, and I keep thinking it's Audino's fur, but it's Jinx's hair. So that keeps throwing me off. Just want one Audino, please, just one. I was finding a lot of them earlier. Hell, they were even starting to run away from me, too. Maybe they all ran away from me. Every single one of them. Cosmoem held up the bag, yeah. Nebby, get in the damn bag. Okay, I'm gonna go here really quick. See if I have better luck finding him here, which I probably won't, but... I'm glad I came back here, because I apparently didn't get this. Which is just a dust stone, but still. Could have been something good. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go to my usual training spot at this point. You know what? Hold on. No, you're ghosts. Actually, I'm kind of curious how much Stonjourner will give me. Also, I love its frickin' face. It's hilarious. What? Don't quick guard me. Only 3,000. That wasn't an incredible amount. Better than nothing. Want to visit Hoppykins? No, I don't. Yo, someone else trying to learn around. I'm not gonna get any experience for this. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go to my grinding spot. For some reason, Audino doesn't want to appear. Exactly, Cass. That's exactly the reason why I don't want to see Hoppykins right now. Okay, what weather are we going to be dealing with here? Apparently a lot of frickin' Mantites. Run away. I think this is just like a normal weather pattern. A lot of poison. It's a lot of miscellaneous stuff, it seems like. Nope. Trying to think of who will level up first. $40, $55, $65. Let's get rid of powder snow. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me of that, Cass. Since I didn't actually announce my schedule earlier in the stream because that's when Twitch was having issues. But, me and Odin are going to be streaming Wednesday on Stack Gaming Marathon. I'll be playing more of our Portal 2 run. And then we'll have the next Subspace session figured out as well. We'll try to figure it out anyway. As far as other streams this week, I will be playing Mario Party DS on Friday. I'll be starting that for Thank God It's Mario Party Friday. And then Saturday, we'll do our usual randomizer stuff for A Link to the Past. Maybe some more Picross as well. And then Sunday, maybe we'll finish up this DLC. I mean, finish up the DLC in quotes. Because honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the finishing condition is. And there's probably like a lot of stuff we can get through like max raid dens, but I don't want to necessarily just focus on that for like several streams. We'll just play it out, we'll see what happens, and I'll decide what I want to do from there. Yo, Thunderwave? Sure, why not? Thunderwave's a pretty good move. It's paralysis. I'm trying to remember when Swablu. I want to say Swablu's like late 30s, early 40s, I think. That sounds about right. Dragonclaw. Yeah, sorry, Ember. Nope. And then either Metang or... Well, Bagon... Oh no, we have Shelgon now. Either one of those I know evolves at like 40... One of them evolves at 45, the other is 50, I think. So one of those will take a while too. Nah. I'm not big on nature power. Oh, Ember, you will remember. Ember, one thing remains. So Ember, so warm and tender, you will remember my name. It's beautiful, Ringer. Thank you for sharing with us. No. Ditto? I thought I ran into, For a minute, I thought I ran into a Trubbish or Garbodor. So I'm not going to get a lot of experience for that one. Yo, Metang, you can learn Psychic. Why not? Oh, okay. There's Altaria. So mid 30s was when that one was. Ooh, Dragon Pulse. You love a good pulse. Wait, I thought Altaria was Dragon Flying. Or Fairy. Or am I thinking of the Mega Form? I might be thinking of the Mega Form. Oh. Let me actually find that out. Mega Altaria. Yeah, okay. Mega Altaria is the fairy type. My bad. I was actually talking with some friends last night, and I've come to the conclusion that I just don't really like the Mega forms of Pokemon right now, pretty much. Like, I think some of them are fine, but, like, this is a concept. I'm not, like, really a huge fan of it. The Mega Evolutions. Of them just existing anyway. Okay, I'll bring Corviknight back. Oh, I'm gonna bring you back in. You might be a bit harder to... Trying to think. Armora. That's gonna be the next one that I'll stop. I need to wait for it to get to level 38. Yo, look at all these stones I'm finding. Damn, that was almost a stone for each thing. Armara. Yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna try. I prefer its other form, which has a much easier name to say. I shouldn't have used that. You prefer Mega over Gigantamax? Honestly, I can see that. Like I can maybe agree with that. Wait, why didn't that work? Why is it failing? Not ancient power. Auroros Borealis, yeah. Yeah, Armorora is a relative of Sahasrara from Link to the Past. Exactly. It is I, Caesar Salad. This is my friend, Tom Ato. The Zoop moves, or Z moves, yeah. Zoot moves. Yo, look at all these Galorks. I should make this pretty fast. So as usual, in between sessions, I'm also going to see if I can maybe find Electabuzz. Because I think Electabuzz was like the one thing I didn't have that I could theoretically get. I just have to wait for the right weather. I'll check my game in between days where I play this. Especially since it's a trade evolution, and then we'll get all those trade evolutions taken care of. The Porygons, and then the Magmarizers, and Electrizer Pokemon. Then we'll start looking for those legendary birds. I just hope they're not like wandering legendaries, like older game wandering legendaries anyway. Okay, we're done with Amora. So I need to evolve this at night. Go ahead and bring you back because you're level 75. Wait, you Terra change a Shedinja to electric with a balloon and that thing is almost untouchable? That should be interesting. Does that actually make Shedinja viable again? I mean, not that Shedinja isn't viable in any way, shape, or form. It's just, again, all it takes is just one of those moves that it's weak against to get rid of it. Such an interesting concept. I remember when I first heard about that. I think it was when Power to Mario was trying to do a playthrough of, I think it was Ruby. I don't remember which one he played. It's been so long. And like he mentioned the requirements for that Pokemon. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't actually know about that because, again, I didn't grow up with Gen 3. Shelgon. 60. I don't really want to get rid of a dragon move, though. I don't want to get rid of Crunch. I'll do it. I'll do Headbutt. I think PTM was trying to use a Shedinja in his playthrough. I don't know, like, I don't remember how far he got in that. I know he beat Watson, but I don't know if he went much further than that. Okay. I'm just gonna keep using you until I know Cosmog's about to evolve for his first evolution anyway. I think I still have some distance to go with some of the others. So I'm only getting to 40 with my other guys. And again, one of them's 50. I could also just start using candies as well, since I'm kind of within striking distance anyway. And it is 5 o'clock. I kind of want to start chilling for dinner. Relaxing a bit. I'll wait till we get Cosmolman. Cosmolman. I almost said like Hansmolman. I was saying Cosmog. Let me see who's streaming, by the way. Who are we gonna raid? Does Bobo usually stream on Tuesdays? Maybe the Twitch issues were preventing her from doing it. It started working after a while. Oh, shoot. Apparently, Madam got hurt yesterday. She's fine, it seems like. Just, again, nothing was broken. Just bruised her toe, apparently, according to Twitter. I don't know if that's why she's not streaming, but regardless of which, she's not live anyway. Could raid Willard, I guess. He's doing a bunch of NES randomizers or something. So we'll probably go with that. Wait. Later Cirque? What? Okay, guys, is Cirque Redrum here? Like, I have not seen a single message by them this entire stream. I don't know if, like, my chat is still screwed up from like, Twitch not working. I've just not seen them at all. And that would explain why I didn't... That'll explain why I didn't see the messages earlier when Slavko was talking to him. Okay. Well, I feel bad because apparently I guess something bad happened to a family member of his, and I just couldn't see any of those messages. Well, if you're still here, Cirque, I hope your relative gets better. Or whatever was going on. Yo, hey, Turn of the Drew. I'm doing pretty good. Just doing some last minute grinding before I end stream. Okay, we have one of the Pokemon. So let's go ahead and go back to Crown Tundra again. We'll, okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use candies for the rest of these. Okay, let me see. How much experience do you need to level up? 1,000. That's probably... I'd say about 4,000 or something. 3,000. So I probably don't want to give like 10,000 or something. Because I don't remember what these give. Okay, mediums give 3,000. Okay, so that's about a full level up right now. Good to hear. How do you like Pokemon Sword? I've not played it yet. I've really enjoyed the DLC, and I thought the main game was fine. I just, not my favorite Pokemon game by any stretch, but, you know, it's been enjoyable for what it is. Okay. Okay, so it takes a little more to level that up. Let's try the large and see what that does. Okay, there we go. Slim's favorite Pokemon game is Emerald. Not right now, it's not. I want to break from Emerald. Even if there were some fun points, I still wouldn't say Emerald's my favorite either. It just feels good knowing I have a complete playthrough of it done. Okay, so we have Metagross. That's cool. We'll use over Takedown. Aw, I'm sorry I got stolen. That's annoying. I have one Pokemon game that I can't really find anymore that I did have. And it got lost, like, during potential, like, room cleanups or whatever. And it's a shame when that happens. Okay, I'll just try using extra larges for the rest of these. How much is this again? 30,000. Okay. Okay, one more should be enough. Perfect. I got lucky. I actually do have Pokemon Emerald because I didn't use my cartridge though for the playthrough. I used an emulator because it was just more convenient to do that. But I got lucky and found it at a game store a couple of years back, and it was not expensive. It wasn't super pricey. It was probably about what you'd normally like get a cartridge for back in the old days of that game. Okay. Then we'll just use one more. Accidentally power leveled that a little bit, but that's fine. So there we have Salamence. Okay. I think we were like in the, like, what, the 170s? So let's see what our Pokedex says now. After we learn Fly. turn it over. I still kind of want to keep Crunch. You know what? Let's... Yeah, let's do it over Zen Headbutt. I at least like... I like Crunch, so I'll keep Crunch as my special move. Okay, our Pokedex is now at 180 for Crown Tundra. We've seen one that we haven't gotten yet. Which is probably like a baby form of something. I don't know why I'm looking for it. I don't need to. Wait, what's this? Yeah, what's 187? Let me look at this. $187 is... Oh, Relicanth! Relicanth is in this. I don't know why I didn't mark that down. Okay, Aggron's the one we've seen, but we haven't caught yet. Which that'll change. Okay, where can you find it? Also at Balmir Lake, it looks like. Hold on. Apparently, maybe I can get it now? Because this is normal weather. Yeah, I can get it now, actually. Kind of want to do that really fast. Yeah, we'll get one more. Like, this will literally take me seconds. Well, maybe not seconds, but... Okay, you're a legendary, so I'll put you here. You guys are neutral, but I'll put you in the list later. Kind of want to just focus on finishing up this stream right now. Again, this shouldn't take me too long. I've been wrong before. Now watch as we end up seeing an Audino out here after I was trying to look for so many of them earlier. I can't believe I actually missed out on the Relicanth. I could have totally gotten this earlier. Like, we were even talking about Relicanth at one point, too. Also, I didn't get that item. Probably like, what, a hyper potion? Or a metronome, that's something. Freaking Audino. Because it managed to troll me, I'll let it live. Okay, Basculin, Fossil, Magikarp. Is that it? That's it. Yo, hey Vampire. Happy New Year to you as well. This won't do too much. Really didn't do too much. Try Brick Break. Just don't use Double Edge again. Or Head Smash! I was actually worried. Oh, is that also a move that does recoil? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I saw Dratini there. I already got the Dratini evolutions taken care of, though, because of the event dragon I got when I started playing Pokemon Sword. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this just so I don't mess up. Nope, not a great idea, but it's gonna weaken itself more, so it's okay. Oh, nice. I actually got Sonic Frontiers for Christmas, too. That's a potential game we could see on stream in the future. I'm gonna say that now. I don't know if it will be, though. It's going to depend on viewer feedback more than anything. Okay. I haven't played it yet. Like I said, I don't know if, like, it might be a first impression stream thing. Or may not. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm playing Mega Man 11 right now in my spare time. And technically this game, too. These are the two big games I'm working backlog on. Mega Man 11's been pretty brutal, though. Not in a bad way, though. It's been fun. It's just been... It's a really hard game. I think I have been enjoying it a little more than Crash 4. If I'm being honest. Okay, so Relicanth. Gonna put you here in the box. And we are gonna stop streaming here, guys. Wait, did I heal? I did. Okay. Well, guys, it's been good. It's been fun. Sorry again about the weird start for the stream. Twitch was having some issues, but I'm glad I stuck with it, because it didn't take too long for those issues to get fixed. But if you want to watch me play more of this Crown Tundra DLC, be sure to come back on Sunday. I'll likely be playing more then. Tomorrow night, me and Odin Spack will be streaming on the Stacked Game Marathon Twitch channel. So, definitely come out and check us out for that. That'll happen at like either 8 or 9 p.m. I'll go ahead and link you guys to that. I'm going to go ahead and raid Willard J. Bradley. He's playing some NES randomizers. Hey, Willard. Want a peanut? I said one. He's a Simpsons guy, so he'll appreciate this. But yeah, have a good rest of the day, guys. Hope you continue to enjoy the first few days of the first week of 2023. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a good rest of the day / evening, guys. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Later, folks.